Well, I'd like to speak on that. I am familiar with Villa Heights. I represent Villa Heights. And I remember back in 1986 when Villa Heights was infested with apartments, the height of the drug trade. And a lot of young men lost their lives, and a lot of them are still locked up today. There were a lot of people who worked to clean that community up. Lionel Presley, as well as Sandra Williams, been out there at night, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, cleaning up the street over there by the river there, where we had prostitution at an all-time high every night, all day, 24 hours a day. So have been in the community, consistently in the community. But I can say this as it relates to the farm market. I had the chance to visit the farm market here recently. And what I saw in the farm market with Ms. Sale, what she's trying to do, goes beyond beer and wine. I saw about 3 young men in the African-American males that didn't want to be out in the street, afraid that they may get shot, hurt, beat, or enticed to join a gang. So she gave them work or gave them jobs around the farm market to keep them busy, to keep them engaged, to keep their minds open. And then while they're in there, they get an opportunity to meet other people that come from other communities. But it broadened their horizon, and it gave them an opportunity to be optimistic about their future. But more importantly, one of the things that I've always been about is economic development. Churches alone are not going to solve the problems in our communities. We got to get business to reinvest in these communities. What Bev Sale is trying to do is create an economic engine, spur economic development in and around this community. And so when you look at the farm market, when you look at all the social ills that we hear around the country as it relates to urban areas, you look at places like Chicago and Detroit that are taking vacant lots and turning them into gardens. Why? Because they don't have grocery stores in that community. Right now, the closest thing is the farm market. And we have fresh produce, you have dairy products, you have an opportunity for families to be enriched by the education of learning how to properly feed their young people. So we could get rid of heart disease, high cholesterol, diabetes in these communities and get these young people, these young kids eating right. Because if they eat right, they can think right. And so the alcohol sales, to me, is just a way to allow her to not go out of business, to allow this business to flourish, and allow this opportunity to help that community. And so I'm for it now. We don't always agree, but we could disagree agreeably. But I say this: I trust that she will do what she say and say what she means. And so I believe that she does care about the community. I believe that she's committed to the community. And if she doesn't do that, it's a special exception. We have the right to provoke that. But I truly believe that if we're going to live in this community, Villa Heights, Huntersville, Park Place, we got to learn to trust each other. And we got to learn to do business with each other. And I'm willing to give her a chance. So that's my 2 cents.
Mr. Frey?
Okay, so it's come to me. And that's the way it should be. Look, I've got to tell you, I came down here tonight fully prepared to support this. And I'd heard from a number of my friends asking for support for this ordinance, and actually talked to some of the members of the city council. But I don't remember any time when we voted for a ABC license in a community where the neighbor, in any community, I don't care if it's here or Ocean View, where the community came down and asked us not to do it, and was so apparently unified in that. We just haven't done it. That's why we have these discussions here. you know, one of the folks who represents the ward, Mrs. Hester, who was, I understood originally to be a proponent, has, you know, is now opposed, voted no, and apparently for the same reason that she has heard from her community. And so I'm going to vote no.